Hey there, Retro Games fans, this is Andy C from Piece of 8-Bit. Welcome to this week's The Bit Between. As part of our Month With series, we're looking at the Intellivision this month. So I'm living with the Intellivision for a whole month. You can see it just sitting behind me here. And in the living room, I've also got the Intellivision Sprint as well. So in this week's Bit Between, we will be featuring the last of our Intellivision games, and that game is a game called BurgerTime, which is an arcade classic. Basically, you are Chef Peter Pepper, and you move around. It's a maze-style game, bit like Pac-Man style or bit like Chucky Egg. You move around the map and you go up and down the ladders, and the idea is that you assemble the burgers at the bottom, and the pieces all gradually fall down to the bottom and you score points. And there are a number of enemies around that will try and catch you. We've got Mr. Hot Dog, Mr. Pepper and Mr. Egg, randomly, who will try and stop you. And as the levels go on, it builds up 6 levels. I think there was a 2002 version that was made with some additional levels, which you can find if you scour the web for it. And the reason we're looking at the Intellivision version is because it is a fantastic port of the arcade original, largely considered to be one of the best arcade ports, and it's also considered to be one of the best games on the Intellivision. If you do a hunt around for best games on the Intellivision, BurgerTime often features high in that list. The other one is the sequel to Advanced Dungeons & Dragons Cloudy Mountain, which I played a few weeks back, which is called Treasures of Tamarin, but I don't own that game, and so unfortunately I can't cover that one. It's quite expensive, quite hard to find actually. It's impressive though. I've seen some playthroughs of it online. It is an impressive looking game. Maybe think Wolfenstein if it had been created in the early 80s. Is where you might want to put your head, but go and have a look at that. That's another game that features very heavily. But we are looking at BurgerTime this week. It's a fantastic arcade game, and like I say, the port on the Intellivision, which came out a year after the arcade version in 1983, is a fantastic port. Lots of chunky graphics, which Intellivision users will be familiar with. Great sound, very bright and colourful, very, very playable. It's a little slower than the arcade version, but that sort of plays to how you play on the Intellivision. It doesn't use the number pad on the controls, you just use the little control disc at the bottom, which makes it very, very kind of arcade true, if you like, if not a little easier to play on the Intellivision than in the arcade. Now, that doesn't mean that when I go to the playthrough in a minute, that it's going to be any better than I'm going to be any good at it, put it that way. I'm pretty hopeless at this game, so we'll see how many times we end up playing through to try and fill 10 minutes of playtime. It's a really fun little game, and it's definitely a game which is well known, but worth a visit. And if you've got an Intellivision Sprint and you can sideload it in, it doesn't actually get included on the list of games there, but of course you can find it. I think you can find it on the Data East cartridge that comes on the Evercade, so you can have a look at it there. But it is a fantastic game. It's quite easy to find if you go and hunt for it out on the web on different platforms. But the Intellivision version is certainly, if you're not playing the arcade version, the Intellivision version is probably the best one to go and find. So what we're going to do then, we're just going to dive in, do a little bit of gameplay, and then at the end I will wrap up and give you my final thoughts and let you know what's coming up next month, or next week even. Yeah, let's, without any further ado, let's dive straight into the gameplay. Okay, so this is BurgerTime 1983 on the Intellivision, despite it saying 1982 there from the Data East. We've got our enemies wandering around there, Mr. Pickle, Mr. Egg, Mr. Hot Dog, and then we've got our burger on the right-hand side there. We've got some fries and some ketchup, which are like collectible for points. Think cherries and strawberries in Pac-Man, and you won't be far wrong. As always, I'm emulating this for recording purposes. And I'm using a PlayStation 4 controller to do it, which is proving to be somewhat of a challenge. So I've got to collect these ingredients here. So I've got the bun tops there, which for those of you, the technical term would be the crown and the heel. Spot the person who used to work in McDonald's in the 1990s. You'll notice as well, so if I go for this top one here, it'll concertina down all those ingredients as well. Now, we'll try it. Just generally speaking, the best tip is 1, not to screw up the controls like I just did then, and 2, just try and sort of get them to go a different way so that you can just stay out of their way. That's a good idea. I hate this side here because it is, generally speaking, you know, get them all to come up here. AI in this game, for a game of its age, is not actually all that stupid. This is where they can controls are really tricky. So yes, as I go through the game, I will collect condiments as well. You see the fries and the sides and things there as well will appear for a brief period of time. So I get extra points from doing that. I have some pepper spray as well, which will enable me to stun the ingredients, which I'm going to need to use now, which didn't work. I panicked. I absolutely panicked. Alright, well, we lost a life, but that is the end of the first level, so that's good. So we're through the first level, cost us a life, not great, but not too bad. Right, so this level, unsurprisingly, is more difficult, but you can... Oh, I missed them. Yeah, so you can also get your enemies by... Oh, I didn't know you could do that. If they're on it when it falls, if they're chasing you, I didn't know it did that. That's quite cool then. Oh, that worked as well. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, I thought it was going well there. Never mind. Never mind. Pick up. Carry on. Now the hot dogs, the little orange fellas that are walking around here. I thought for the longest time that they were chickens. I don't know why I thought that, but to me, logically, I mean, well, I suppose there is an egg. So, I mean, yeah, logically, an egg. Oh, how did I not get any of them there? So, yes, yeah, logically, there's an egg, so I thought chicken there. But I also thought, maybe chicken burger. Like, I don't know why there's a hot dog on there. I suppose it's not beyond the realms of weirdness, but... Perhaps I shouldn't question it too much. Oh, I got away with that. Let's watch that concertina down there. There we go. I successfully used the pepper spray that time. Oh no! And then didn't watch what I was doing. I keep doing that. I look at the pepper spray, watch the stunned enemy, and then walk straight into the path of someone else. Which isn't the smartest move in the history of the universe, that's for sure. Alright, okay. And the key really is to kind of lure them away if you can do. And then not mess up the controls like that. That's that one. Oh, I just realised something annoying, which is that the bun is right at the top. No, that's not going to work. It's almost like they anticipate which way you're going to go. Oh no! Oh no! It's annoying because basically 1982 AI is smarter than me, I think, is the long and short of it. Oh, got away with that. Got away with it. We made it to level 3. Yes! Oh, there's 6 levels of this. You think to yourself, when you play a game like this, you think 6 levels? That doesn't sound that much. I'll tell you what, you'd have to play this a fair old amount to... oh, I've got no pepper. This is going to be short-lived. Right, let's go all the way up the top. Right, let's just go for it and see what I can get. So at this point, I am just spending my time running away. There we go. Oh, there we go. I'll live to tell another day. I don't think I'm going to last that long. Oh, that's an ice cream. Nice. Apologies for the quietness here. I am deep in concentration. I don't think this is going to last very long. Let me know your memories of this game, and whether you remember playing this in the arcade or whether you played this on the Intellivision yourself as well. And as we draw to a close with Intellivision, also let me know how your, what your sort of memories are generally of the Intellivision itself as well. Whether you remember playing this game or some of the other games I've played, like Shark or Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. What else did I play? Another arcade game. What was it? I can't even remember now. Can't have been that good. Yes, let me know your memories and thoughts about this this old console as we draw the month end to a close. That's not going to work, is it? That's also not going to work. What I've got to do now is I've got to get all the way over the side, get them to follow me all the way. Here we go. Now you can't get me now. I got to level 4. High score moment. Yay! I'm on a wing and a prayer. Weirdly, that level seemed a bit easier than the other level. Than the oh no. Well, what a way to go. What a way to go. Oh, there was tomatoes on that level as well. Oh, boo. Yeah, boo. Yeah, we had tomatoes on there as well. So yes, there you go. That is BurgerTime. Apologies for the moments where I wasn't really speaking very much because I was deep in concentration. I have to confess, I actually had to play this game a few times, record a few times, because I kept dying so quickly that the video would have been too short and you've got no idea of the gameplay. So that's about the longest I've managed so far. Yeah, I think that's about the furthest I've got as well. It is so tricky, but it is a lot of fun. I would definitely recommend going and finding BurgerTime. You can find it on the Intellivision. Unfortunately, it's not on the Intellivision Sprint, so you'll need to go and find it somewhere else. You can still pick up the cartridges for the original Intellivision, and then, of course, if you have the Sprint, you can just pop that, get an image somewhere online and pop that onto the Intellivision Sprint. Got side load with the USB. So you can play it with the original controls if you want to, and obviously you got the original Intellivision. That's great. Lucky you. You can obviously have a go on there as well. So really good fun, a really good arcade port, lots of fun, very frustrating, and I can see why people love this game on the Intellivision. So there you go. That is it for this week's The Bit Between. Coming up, of course, on Friday is the end of this month and we will be revealing the console for next month. And of course, I will be talking to you about what it's been like to live with the Intellivision, the classic console, but also the Intellivision Sprint itself as well. And I've also been playing quite a bit on the Evercade Intellivision cartridges as well. So I've been able to play it in lots of different ways. So I'll talk about all of that and what it's been like to get back into some of these old games on Friday, so stay tuned for that. And in that session I'll also be talking a little bit about the usual things: history, hardware, comparison against its main competitor, which was the Atari 2600. And like I said, I will be revealing next month's month with. So please go and check some of my other videos out. Check out the other Intellivision videos that I've been doing this month, including my very first gaming memory, which did a couple of weeks back. This has also been the month when I managed to get up to the Retro Collective down in Stroud, which was fantastic. So that was in last week's video on Friday. Go check that out. And better still, if you're in the area or you happen to be in the area or you want to make a pilgrimage, definitely go and check that place out. It's absolutely fantastic. Cannot recommend it enough. So there you go. That is it for this week's The Bit Between. Like I said, hope you enjoyed that. Other than that, if you do enjoy these videos, please do hit that like and subscribe button. Really do appreciate your support. Yeah, just leaves me to say, please do all take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.